Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be going through my top 10 Navitus fragrances and letting you know my favorite from my least favorite to my most favorite. So if you'd like to know what I think, then keep watching. Now, disclaimer, there's 10 fragrances in this line, so obviously top 10, but I'm gonna let you guys know my least favorite to my most favorite and kind of explain why a little bit. Also, these were sent to me by Steven, so thank you, Steven, for sending me these fragrances. I am definitely, wasn't asked to review these. I wanted to bring these guys to you guys. I asked if you guys wanted to see them, you did, but this will definitely be a biased video. All of my thoughts on these fragrances are biased because I think Steven's great. I've been a huge fan of his channel for a very long time. He's a fellow fragrance reviewer, so obviously there is going to be bias in this video. If you don't want to watch this video, I completely understand, but I'm just kind of letting you know in the beginning. Now, Navitus is a fragrance line that I was really excited when I heard about, and when I learned about the notes and learned about the fragrances, I was super excited. So when Steven reached out to me and he asked if I wanted to try his fragrances, he's like, you don't have to review them. I'm not sending them to review. You don't review them unless you want to. Like, it was very nice of him. I was excited to try, and when I got them, I was really impressed. The fragrances I find all work together in a cohesive family. And I really love it when fragrances kind of all smell the same, but they're all unique and different at the same time. So I think it's been a wild success in that regard, just in my personal thoughts. And generally this entire launch has been wildly successful too, so congrats to Steven. Now, I don't have any fragrances I particularly hate in this lineup. I actually like them all. It has more to do with my body chemistry and what works on my skin specifically. So the first one in this list, my least favorite, is Virtuous. And this one isn't bad, it just doesn't show up on my skin. I find this one specifically to smell kind of one note and almost like sticky licorice, even though it doesn't really smell like licorice. And I like licorice. I just think when I smell it on a strip and when I smell it like this, I'm smelling so much more beauty in this fragrance than how it performs on my skin. So this one's more of like, it's kind of sad that it doesn't work on my skin because I think it probably could be one of my favorites. But overall, I find it to be not the best interpretation because there's something with my body chemistry that doesn't work. Number 2 is Primus, and I'm like reading the names of them because his names are very hard for me to pronounce because I'm really bad at that. But Primus is one that I like a lot, but I think compared to the other ones on my skin, it kind of like Virtuous falls flat a little bit. It's very smooth, it's very aromatic, it smells like a distinguished salt and pepper gentleman sitting in a den drinking a fine glass of bourbon or scotch, like surrounded by his trophies and books and just a fireplace. I don't know why it's taking me there, but it is. This one is great, but it doesn't have, again, the magic on my skin. Number 3 is Oud Imperium, or number 7, the ones that I like. This one, the reason why this one is lower is because I like the other Ouds better. But it just smells really good. It's a little sharp, but not in a negative way. Like sometimes I like that sharpness that very aromatic oud heavy scents can have. This definitely has that in there, but it still smells smooth in some regards. Like it's smooth and sharp, it's sweet, it's, I don't know, I like it a lot. Don't get me wrong, I like this scent, but again, going into the other fragrances, you'll see why. This one is Navus, and I don't know if you can see, but I've almost worn through this one. I actually really like this one a lot. I find this one to smell, especially on my skin, this one performs amazing, and I like, to me it smells like fresh cut grass. Like there's a kind of a warm but cool citrus vibe with it, and then the kind of like the green, like bitter green note that's in there, or the feeling of bitter green. I'm not going through the notes. I'm gonna link all the notes below if you guys want to know. I'll link them all in order and then I'll put the notes in there, but this one smells so good, but it's a little one-dimensional on my skin compared to the others, but I do like wearing it, obviously. It's really good. Next up is one that could have easily been higher if I was thinking about recommendations of ones you should buy. And this is Lautus. Now this one smells so good. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of going in here. There's neroli, verbena, ambergris, yuzu. There's a lot of different things in this fragrance, and I find that this is probably the best blind buy out of the entire lineup. If you were just going to buy a fragrance because you wanted to support Steven, or you were just looking to kind of try this entire lineup and you wanted to buy a bottle and not a discovery set, this one right here smells really, really nice. It's aromatic. It works really well on the skin. It smells really sexy. It has a fantastic performance. I just think overall it's one of the scents that you can pretty much wear anywhere. It's very versatile, but at the same time, it's unique too. I really like the juniper in there. I really love the verbena in there. I think it kind of gives it kind of like a balmy, kind of like waxy, balsamic quality to it, which I think makes it really beautiful. It's very aromatic and very special, so definitely love this one, but it's not as multi-dimensional as the other ones. Next up is one I've actually used through. So hi Steven, I went through a sample and that never happened, so thank you. But it's lower, and for reasons I'll go into. This is Intimus. When I first got this like whole setup, I was obsessed with this fragrance. It was so good. I was wearing it all the time. I don't know, there's just something about this fragrance that smells sexy. Like it's probably one of the sexier ones out of the lineup, and I really like the way it smells. That's the best way. It's very aromatic, it's rich. There's kind of like a depth to it, like a mysterious syrup to it. I don't know, it's just so good, and it, like on my skin it smelled incredible. So really like that. It's empty. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm very sad. Next up, so we're up to, that's our top 5. So obviously, yeah, so top 5 is Intimus. Next up is Oud Luxuria. This one I think is so good. So this one I think smells a little bit more daring than the others, not as wearable, but I like that there's like this, just like this sharp, aromatic, like spice quality to it. It's so good. It smells expensive. It smells rich. It smells enticing. It smells attractive. It smells mysterious and alluring. And it just works really beautifully on the skin. If you like those really bold oud scents, fantastic, fantastic. Number 3 is my favorite, like really strong oud of the line, which is Opulentas. This scent, I think, kind of is the best of both the Ouds, Imperium and Luxuria. I like that this has apple in it. I think that the apple is a really smart choice because it lightens and brightens the oud, but it doesn't take away from those unique characteristics that the oud has. I find the other 2 ouds to be a little overpowering on oud, and I love that. But I also like it when people can properly tame oud and make it less intimidating, because it means I can wear it more places without people look at me like I'm crazy. This scent is definitely like the everyday oud. You again can wear this morning or night. You can wear this casually. You can wear this formally. There's just a beautiful quality to this. It's very aromatic. It's very luxurious. It's very complex. While at the same time, it's not sacrificing any of the beautiful characteristics of the oud. It's just kind of balancing and slightly taming it with the other notes. And the other notes work very well. The patchouli and the apple specifically, I think, are spectacular in this. Next up, number 2, is Absolutio. This one is to me, all about the apple and the toffee. This smells so freakishly delicious. Like if a toffee apple or a caramel apple like turned into like a sexy man, like one of those like firefighter calendars, this is what they would smell like. Steven's never gonna talk to me again. When he hears the way I'm describing his fragrances, he's never gonna talk to me again. Oh no, I'm sorry, Steven. He's like, can you please send those back? Like I'm talking about like some toffee apple like fireman. But it smells so good, it does. And this smells amazing on me. I like that it's sexy, I like that it's flirty. I like that it's masculine, but I like that it's sweet. There are so many little different things. There's also ambergris in there, which kind of gives it like a briny saltiness, which I think really kind of like helps not make it like a juvenile kind of like gimmicky scent. It kind of adds that little touch and little spin of something different, which makes it a really sexy fragrance. I just really love that. I've also worn this one a bunch. It doesn't look like I've worn this enough, but this one's actually really powerful. You don't have to wear as much as some of the others, so even though I'm an oversprayer, I've been also babying that because this is all I have. So until I get a bottle of it, I don't know if I'll get a bottle of it anytime soon, but when I end up buying a bottle of that at some point in the future, then I'll probably wear through my sample a little bit more, but it is really, really good. And last and certainly not least, my #1 favorite fragrance from the line is Arcanum. And I kept calling this, because I've filmed this video like 3 times, Arkham Asylum. That's where my mind is today. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm sorry I'm doing this to your beautiful fragrances. This one is so good. So let me read you the notes in this one to kind of tell you what. So the top notes in this are cinnamon, coconut, and frankincense. And then at the heart, you have labdanum, osmanthus, and Laotian oud. And then at the base, you have amberwood, tonka bean, and vanilla. What I love is the frankincense with the vanilla and the cinnamon and the coconut. It smells otherworldly in a lot of ways, but still very accessible and easy. It smells like a beautiful, sexy ritual that like you walk in on like when you're on vacation at like some like tropical like deserted island, and then you like walk into a cave and there's like some sexy ritual going on. Again, Steven's never gonna talk to me ever again after these descriptions, but it just smells so sexy. It's slightly smoky, just a little bit smoky. You've got the beautiful kind of sweet aromatic spice from the cinnamon. The coconut gives it a little bit of creaminess without making it crazy like tropical or like crazy gimmicky, and just the vanilla and the tonka bean in here are just unreal. This is beautiful. I love this scent so much. I need a big bottle of this. I need a big bottle of this. It's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop destroying his fragrances, and my descriptions are horrible. We're gonna end this video here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this fragrance. A humongous thank you to Steven for sending me these beautiful scents. I am sorry I described them the way that I did, but I thought this video would be nice to have a little bit of fun too. I do stand by this line, whether or not I'm biased, whether or not I think Steven's amazing, whether or not I love the noses that were behind this line, whether or not I love the idea of YouTubers like kind of taking their platforms and being able to create things. I really love that idea. I think it's the natural evolution of a YouTube fragrance reviewer at some point. No matter what, these fragrances, even without all that, I genuinely, wholeheartedly think are amazing. The ones that I like the least aren't because I thought they smelled bad. They did not perform well on my skin. And always remember, guys, when you smell something on a strip, when you smell something on somebody else, it is completely different on your skin, and sometimes it needs a lot of time to dry down in order to really see if something smells good. So don't ever buy anything blind unless there's a great return policy, unless you can sell the bottle or anything like that. Like generally I always say like sample first. It's so important, especially with fragrance. But I will say that all of these fragrances I think are exceptional. I think Steven hit it out of the park, whatever basketball park. I don't know. I don't know sports analogies. I don't watch sports. I'm really bad like that. I'm sorry. But generally, I think that these are fantastic fragrances. I think Steven and everyone that worked on this incredible house did an amazing job, and I'm really proud of him and his success. So I'm gonna end this video now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have had the opportunity to try any of these fragrances, I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. Don't be afraid to be critical if you've tried them and you don't like them. I love these videos to be kind of resources where people can come and not just listen to me, but also read what you guys say in the comments section below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love seeing this channel grow. I'm gonna go drink some water, go take a nap, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.